Welcome to Ben and Friends podcast. I'm your host, Ben Bandari. This podcast is a little different than everyone in the market. It's about my relationship over the last 23 years that I've built with people and the friends that I've made. Today, I have a very good friend of mine, Shahriar Khodjasteh. Shahriar, welcome to our podcast. Welcome to Ben and Friends.
Thanks for having me, Ben. It's a great honor to be on your show.
Thank you. It's my pleasure.
No, thank you. I mean, we've been probably more friends on the outside of the industry for a very, very long time, 20 plus years.
How long is it that we know each other? I think you're one of the first people that I met when I landed in Dubai in 2002.
You know, I was one of the first people to ever come to Dubai.
Of course.
No, I've been here a long time. I think we met like 24 years ago, if I remember correctly. I don't know which year you came, but
2002. Yeah.
2002. So it's been a really long time. Yeah. It's great to see you. You're looking good as always. I see you actually very regularly, so it's not the
on a daily basis.
Yeah, pretty much.
Maybe a little too much.
No, but I learn a lot from you myself. You know, I've been in the industry somehow for a long time, but more on the investor side. But as I came to the professional side, you've been one of my guides and mentors, my boss at one stage, still.
I like to think, every day is a learning process. We have to keep learning, right? People say, Ben, you're in the real estate for 22 years, you know it all. No, I learn every single day. I learn from some of my, from everyone on my team as well, right? Yeah. So the big question is, who is Shahriar, right? People are seeing your videos, you're on Instagram, you're very loud, you give amazing presentations. Every single person that walks through Eywa and Revolution and goes through a Shahriar experience, and everyone, and I hear it from the clients and the brokers. They're like, Shahriar, that was the best presentation that I've ever gotten or heard from any developer. So tell us who you are and how you got into the real estate and what you're doing right now.
Well, look, thank you for the compliments. I appreciate that. Just to give you a little bit of background, I grew up in Australia. I have Persian roots, so Iranian, Australian, Iranian, Canadian. I think Iranians in general are quite loud and confident, maybe you could say. But
a little too confident.
Yeah, maybe
right?
Too confident.
You walk around like you're the CEO.
Yeah. I pretty much walk around. I have a nickname called El Presidente. And I think I carry that nickname quite well because I walk around thinking I'm the president of everything and everyone, But not to be obnoxious or full of myself. But I have 34 years of experience in sales. I started doing sales when I was 14 years old, selling wall-to-wall flooring in my father's flooring business back in Australia. And so sales for me is second nature. Even when I had my own businesses as an entrepreneur, I was always sales, marketing. It's just who I am. It's the fabric, it's what I've learned from my father, my mother.
You either have it or you don't have it. I think some people are just born with it, right? Yeah. They're just naturally.
I was public speaking from a very young age, and I never had a problem going in front of a few thousand people and speaking or even singing. I was a singer when I was younger. I was in the choir. Yeah. I used to have a good voice.
I don't want to hear that voice, man. Stick to real estate.
Yeah, but I should. But I think you can learn sales, but some people have that different level. Not trying to talk highly of myself, but I think it's also a craft. I think it's also something that you can apply certain techniques to.
You're absolutely right. You are the top salesperson at Eywa by Revolution, right? I'm extremely impressed. In the short time that you're in real estate, obviously you do have the sales experience and you're very good at sales, but I think how much over the last 3-4 months, you've done about 100 million plus in sales. Yesterday, we had a client walk in, presented to him. Within 10-15 minutes, you did a 52 million transaction. My hat's off to you. Amazing. So tell me a little about how and what you're doing at Eywa by Revolution Tell us a little about the product, and
Sure.
is it easy? Is it an easy product to sell, or is it the sales techniques and the experience that you have that pretty much is driving your success?
Sure. First of all, I think it's a great product. As I told you, I've been in real estate on the investor side for 24 years, since freehold and leasehold came about in Dubai. I bought...
Standing in those lineups.
Well, I didn't. I had VIP access. Well, sorry.
Not everyone was
Not everyone was as privileged. But, those lineups were crazy. The sales centers were crazy. People fighting to get units. It's still going on, I believe, in Dubai with certain projects and developers. But I remember buying a, one-bedroom shoreline apartment for 600,000 dirhams on the Palm. That's where we're going back to, those pricings. But the point I was trying to make is that when I came to Eywa by Revolution, and I saw the experience center, and Alex, the CEO, took us through the entire product and the concept and the philosophy and all the very unique features, because this project is not only about award-winning architecture and design, there's a heart and soul in this building. And when I went through that, I compared it to the great number of sales centers, experience centers, sales pavilions that I've been to by other developers, and I was blown away. The materials, the finishes, the design philosophy, those are one part, and it's award-winning. Eywa just won the world's best property award at the International Property Awards in London 2-3 months ago. But it's got these very unique features that no other building has. We bill it as the most health-conscious building on earth, the most health-conscious and unique building on earth.
And why is that? Yeah, why is that?
So first of all, this building is the only building in the region that has both LEED Platinum and WELL Platinum certification. LEED is for sustainability, WELL is for the well-being of residents. We also have within this building and the infrastructure a very advanced air filtration system. We're using MERV 14 filters, which is higher than any other really building uses. This is the type of filters they use.
Hospital grades.
Exactly. Operating rooms, in the operating rooms of hospitals, right? And it removes more than 75 to 84% of all air pollutants, germs, bacteria, things like COVID-19 are filtered out. You're breathing the best air. Who doesn't want to live in a building where you're breathing the best air? Secondly, you have a centralized 2-channel water purification system, one for drinking water and one for showers and bathrooms. The drinking water is set to a higher pH, 7 to 8, which is better for consumption. It goes through a redox system, so it's an oxidation reduction system, which basically charges the water to be closer to our blood type, our blood charge, which means that you have even better hydration when you drink this water. It's like a living water. It's like drinking from the Icelandic glaciers. For the other channel, which is the showers and the bathrooms, it's set to a lower pH, 6.5, which is better for your skin and for your hair. There's myths. I don't know if it's a myth or it's fact, but water in Dubai, especially, I had full hair as well when I came here, big mane of hair. But it does have an effect, right? And so these things are important.
I have a full set of hair, and I've been here for 22 years.
You
so
still do.
I think it's a myth.
Yeah. Maybe it's a myth. True. Let's not talk about myths about Dubai.
Most health conscious building in the world, right? Yes. And I think health is everything, because without health, really we don't have anything, right?
Absolutely.
So I think
this is
that's the biggest USP of the.
And right now, that's the thing, and I'm not sure if I can say now. It's probably going to come out in all the marketing very soon. But we've got like one of the go-to top minds in mental health, in well-being, in manifestation that has bought in Eywa and will be a resident in Eywa. I won't mention names, but I think people.
And they will also be promoting Eywa.
Exactly. Because this gentleman was in the showroom for a few days. He was absolutely in love with the project. And it's really a testament.
He's a world-renowned figure as well.
World-renowned figure. I think he's got 20 million followers across all platforms. So I'm not sure if I can say the name. I won't say the name. We'll leave it for later. Stay tuned for the next one. Maybe he can be your next guest. Is he a friend of yours? He will be now.
Friend, but he will. Ben and friends, right?
Exactly. But look, health and well-being it's
everything.
And since COVID, I think it's become even more important. We're more in tune with these things. We're more, we think about these things even more. And, apart from these things, also don't forget that, Eywa has a lot of amazing amenities, world-class 5-star amenities, also around health and well-being.
Tell us a little about the amenities quickly in a nutshell.
Amazing. The first floor, which is the podium level, so you have ground plus 3 podiums, and then the first floors, which is the amenities floor. And then you have the 18 floors of residences. But on the amenities floor, you have 25-meter infinity pool with waterfall features. There's a lot of waterfalls in Eywa. You've got 2 400-year-old bonsai trees, which are olive trees coming from Spain, but bonsai'd, along the pool as one of the features, with also a fire feature also along the pool. You've got a kids pool area away from the adult pool. There's a sunken seating area with a fireplace on the sunset corner of the building. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be amazing to sort of sit there and enjoy a drink and watch the sunset. And then you have a spa with a Turkish hammam, steam room, sauna, cold plunge, 6 degrees. It's for recovery, recharging, and 2 treatment rooms for massages and other treatments. And also there's a salon as well. But one thing importantly, in the spa area, we're embedding a technology within the surfaces and also in the area where we block any data from being transmitted whilst people are in the spa. So you can't disturb yourself or disturb others. You need to really switch off.
Completely disconnected.
Exactly. You need to disconnect. Recharge yourself and recharge your phone somewhere else. But yeah, it's one of my sales things. No, but also we have a very spacious gymnasium with the best equipment, a yoga studio, outdoor cinema, large outdoor cinema, indoor cinema, yes, outdoor entertainment area. The clubhouse is a huge space, lots of dining.
Over 3,000 square feet, just the clubhouse.
Exactly. And
private kitchen, private
kitchen. I was about to get to that. So we have there a chef's kitchen where the in-house chef is also. So apart from the 24-hour concierge, apart from the 24-hour valet, you also have this in-house chef, which is part of your service charges. And so there's going to be an Eywa app for all of the amenities, and people can book whatever they want, whether it's the services or whether it's the dining experience. There's going to be rituals in Eywa. We call it the Eywa rituals, where there'll be masterclasses with the chef. There'll be masterclasses, yoga, meditation. There's going to be also where we do even blood tests for residents. It's really taking it to another level. Yeah, exactly. And by the way, there's also a kids play area inside where we provide Montessori toys. There's a kids play area outside as well. And then we have a vegetable garden. So it's all about, being.
Sounds like you don't need to leave.
You don't need to leave. It's resort style living. A lot of people say it's very Balinese style in terms of design, and we call it wild luxury. It's wild in design, wild in.
Yeah, because I feel like luxury has been kind of misused and outplayed. I mean, everyone is using luxury these days, right? So tell me, what is exactly wild luxury?
so for us, it's about, you know, the choices of, it's the design philosophy, it's the choices of the materials. I was trying to say this earlier, but I think I kind of went too long in a different direction. But what I was trying to say is that, you know, when I came here, really, I was blown away by the materials and finishes.
You know, now that you're saying, I mean, I remember when I first told you about the Eywa Project, you were the most skeptical about it. You had a lot of criticism, and you were questioning the project, and you're like, how is it possible with all this vegetation and trees on the exterior of the building?
Yes.
This is Dubai with the humidity and the heat. This is all going to dry up and die, right?
Actually, because you remember you were there, Alex was there, and I said, hold on a second. And I've been here, as I said, 28 years. I know what the Dubai sun does. I know what the Dubai heat does to car paint on walls, vegetation, plants, greenery.
Hair.
And I said, how are you going to keep this looking so green? Alex said, great question. And he went on to explain. So let me tell the viewers. So, and if you haven't seen Eywa, you really need to look at it, because it's something.
You need to come to the Experience Center.
The Experience Center, anyone that comes here, by the way, gets blown away. So bring your checkbooks as well, just in case.
And where is the Experience Center?
Experience Center is here in DIFC in the Burj Daman building on the 15th floor of Tower B.
We are sitting
We're sitting in it. It's very beautiful. And I guarantee you, all the brokers tell us, and all the clients tell us, there's nothing like it.
Going back,
I asked, how are you going to keep this so green? And Alex says, well, first of all, the facade. The facade, we are using terracotta ceramic. Now, this is a material.
Because it actually looks like wood.
Exactly. It looks, exactly. In certain areas, it looks very much like wood. In certain areas, the green is very vibrant, and it's terracotta ceramic. This is what Gaudi used in Barcelona, in Spain, for those very unique buildings there.
And terracotta ceramic it's sustainable. I mean,
very sustainable. Exactly. It lasts a very long time. Doesn't lose its color. Very easy to clean. We don't need to use detergents. It's only water. Now, remember, I mentioned that we're LEED Platinum certified. So these are all ticks. And even the structure of this terracotta ceramic material and the way that we're also building the facade away from the block walls, basically, this is helping to cool the building. So we have a reduction in energy costs. On top of that, even the glass facade that we're using, we have a sample here. Everyone gets shocked when they see it. It's much thicker. This also
3 times thicker.
3 times thicker. This it reduces heat coming in and reduces cool going out. Exactly. So on the green, keeping it the color, the terracotta ceramic is, and I always get people to touch it and feel it. It's a very cool material as well, and beautiful. So it's going to stay colorful and vibrant for a very, very long time. On top of that, all the greenery. Now, Revolution, as a developer, 25 years old, #1 developer in Latvia, by the way.
Projects in Barcelona,
Berlin, in Latvia, now in Dubai. We specialize in greenery, because if you look at all of our projects, and I always recommend people to see our past projects as well, very green, a lot of nature used.
House of Flying Trees.
House of the Flying Trees, Legend. There's a few of them, and I think, you know, Google our Evolution, YouTube. Go to the projects that we have, or contact me and I'll send it to you. Or our team. We have a great team, by the way, multiple languages. That's enough of the plug. But what I was going to say is, in terms of greenery. So again, sustainability. We only need the water consumption from 25% of the residents, okay? Or 25% of the water consumption itself by the residents that goes down to our basement level, where we have a lot of machinery and stuff, and we have a recycling water plant there, where the water gets recycled and then feeds the entire irrigation system of the building.
There are water tanks in the basement.
Exactly.
The water which is used and consumed basically is recycled.
Exactly.
And the vegetation and the trees are basically
managed by us.
Irrigated.
Exactly.
That's amazing.
Yeah. And so this is going to be a benchmark in luxury residential building development. Honestly, that's what I feel, because I've seen a lot here.
I mean, you don't see it anywhere in Dubai or UAE for that matter. You see it in Singapore, you see it in Europe, all over Europe, but I mean, because of the weather over here.
Exactly, these are the limitations. Look, what we've learned from Alex, who's been doing this for 25 years, is that it's not that hard to do. You just got to put your mind to it and commit to it. And I think that's where the difference here is this commitment to making sure that we deliver this, whatever we're saying.
Because we've seen over the years, we've seen developers promise a lot of things, but they cut a lot of corners. And when they do develop projects, it's completely different than what they promise.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah, exactly. And, we put all the materials and everything in the SPA, which is very important. And of course, from the time when I started investing to now, it's changed a lot. The laws, everything protecting the investors, escrow accounts, all of these things. These didn't exist when I was, when I bought one particular development long time back, I'm not going to mention developer, I was supposed to have a water canal right next to my property, and it became a park.
Yeah. I live just a stone's throw away from there.
But look, I think now
I own a property there, by the way. Yeah.
Now there's a lot more protection for investors. There's a lot more protection for the buyers and the owners. And Okud now, for example, developers used to have, I think, 2-3 months to do the Okud. We now have to do it within 10 days from the SPA. So it's just, Dubai's always making it better, more secure, and it's great to be in that environment now, developing a luxury product that has more to offer and provides more, and we're also doing it at a price where the people that come into Eywa 1 today are the ones that are going to make really good money. We always say Eywa 1 will always be Eywa 1. We know, I think you've already mentioned in past podcasts or whatever.
It's like the firstborn child, right?
Exactly. And we've got to make our mark and make our name.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, developer, it's all about their track record, right?
Absolutely.
And being the first project in Dubai, you and I both know Alex's vision. Yeah. And I think he's going to basically deliver more than what everyone's expecting. He's going to exceed everyone's expectations.
Absolutely. And I see it every day as I work here, because things are always improving. Quick story, Alex, where he was living before, again, without mentioning names and areas and so on, had a mold problem with his apartment, and his daughter started getting sick. Immediately moved out of the area, moved somewhere else.
And that's a common problem in Dubai.
Common problem in Dubai. Like, I've been to new projects recently handed over, and there's big problems. And I think maybe developers need to sort of think about this a little bit more ahead of time and maybe not cut corners. And again, not mentioning names, but Alex brought on a mold consultant for Eywa,
Before Eywa was even built.
Yeah.
A lot of developers, they wait for the problem to occur, and then they bring in the experts to sort out that problem.
Yes, exactly.
I think from what you're trying to say is that Alex brought in the experts before.
Absolutely.
To prevent it from ever even happening.
Prevention is the best, and so we're going to make sure that, for example, in Eywa, that mold is completely eradicated. It's not going to be an issue. And there's so many other examples. The rituals. People who are going to live in Eywa are really going to love living there and love life. It's almost, It's resort living. I call it, it's a jungle within the urban jungle, you know, beautiful views. This is the widest area of the canal, by the way. Okay, there's Marasi Bay, but then you've got this other wide area, and it's like you're on a lake. And instead of looking directly out into other buildings in the more narrow areas of the canal, you have this beautiful water space in front of you.
Last question, because we're running out of time.
Sure.
In a nutshell, let us know a little about Eywa, the unit mix. Tell us the USPs, why someone should come and invest and buy a unit in Eywa. And
very exclusive project. Only 18 floors of residences, only 48 units, and we have the 2 simplex penthouses. The unit mix is 2, 3, 4, and 5 bedrooms. And the smallest size apartment is a 3,000 square foot 2-bedroom. Space is important in this concept. It's also part of your well-being. Instead of being claustrophobic in small places, you've got this huge space. The average size of the living room space, which we're sitting in now, is 1,000 square feet. Why should you invest? We have a lot of end user buyers, frankly speaking.
And where are your buyers from?
All over the world. And one thing I forgot to mention earlier, and I really want to mention now, is that one of the other reasons that we're having great success here is not only us as the salespeople or the great product, but the broker network, our partners. Ben and Core, I believe you had Riyadh on the show, Black Oak, or those are the $1 million listing guys anyway, but we've got so many, the biggest, and everyone is signed up, and that is our partner network. And I think one of the important things is in sales, the relationships that we build. And for us as a developer, the brokers are the most important, okay? And they're bringing great clients. So coming back to what you asked.
Because they appreciate the product.
Absolutely, absolutely. Brokers, when they come here, they fall in love. They go back and say, okay, who is gonna love this project? Who loves this style? Who loves...
Not only when they come here, they're like, I've got 3-4 clients for this project.
Absolutely, exactly. And so you asked about what nationalities. For your information, we don't have 2 of any nationality in this building. And we've sold, I believe, more than 60% of the building now.
A lot of Europeans.
A lot of European, a lot of French speaking from different areas, but a big mix. Everyone thinks, because every unit is also Vastu compliant, the ancient knowledge that we're talking about is Vastu Shastra, that we would have a lot of Indian buyers, for example, but that's not the case. We have, I believe, 1 Indian buyer. So it's a big mix. The other person that will be announced, who's a big influencer, originally from Malaysia. But yeah, it's a big mix. So, it's the main thing that I wanted to say regarding why you should invest. We do have end users, but we have also investors here as well. The starting price per square foot today we have right now available is 3,700 dirhams per square foot. For all of this luxury, for the high-end materials and finishes, all the luxury services, the 24-hour concierge, valet, in-house chef, recycling, best air, best water, the energy system with the 1,450 crystals embedded into the infrastructure of the building. All of this stuff at 3,700, as we all know, and we've done our studies, people are launching luxury and not delivering all of these things, not delivering all these amenities. And the prices are starting at like 5, 6, 7,000 dirhams per square foot.
I mean, double that.
Double, okay? Now, of course, the higher you get up in Eywa, it gets a little bit more. But the other thing you have to remember is that these units are very spacious. We have a 3-bedroom waterfront, only 2 units left, type D, 6,500 square feet for a 3-bedroom.
I think one of them is going very quickly as well.
Yes,
I think we've got someone interested. So
we have a lot of interest, actually.
And Shahriar, you're an expert in this building. So every single unit has a view?
Every apartment has canal views. We've even got the renderings showing
the CGI.
clients exactly, showing east and west side of the building and how the canal views are.
A particular unit, like if I'm a buyer and I want to see the view of my unit, you can show me that?
We can show you. We've done it based on certain units. However, we also have this amazing virtual reality VR glasses where you can do a full walkthrough, come out onto the terrace, see the view. So you really need to visit the experience center. We do have these 3D videos that we also can send out to people, but we always say come in, because when you come in, you really understand.
It's a different experience. You need to see it to believe it.
Yeah. Every apartment has Burj Khalifa views, some of them more partial. Of course, the higher you go up in the building, the better the view. But as I said, beautiful canal views. You have downtown views and the Burj Khalifa as well. So, and it's right on the peninsula. So the buildings on the sides, and you may know this, of course you know this, we own the plot on the east side of the building, and we're designing that in such a way that we are not obstructing any views from any of the apartments to the canal.
Wow, sounds amazing.
Yeah. We've, the management, the development team, the leadership, everybody have really thought about everything, and this is now a phenomenal project, a great investment for people, and of course there's a lot of end users, because when people come here, they say, I want to live here. We all want to buy here.
Health conscious. Everyone wants to be healthy.
Absolutely, and it's beautiful. And by the way, this is in the Business Bay area, Marassi Drive, on the least congested area of Business Bay. I used to live in that area, 500 meters away from where the project is. 2 minutes from Al Khail Road, 5 minutes from Sheikh Zayed Road. So really easy in and out access as well. 15 minutes from Dubai Airport, 20 minutes from the Palm, 10 minutes from Dubai Mall. You've got everything around you. And the canal.
Beautiful views of the water.
Walk along the canal, ride your bike along the canal. 200 meters away, because I'm a cyclist as well, 200 meters away, you're at the blue cycling track that takes you to the Maidan cycling track, and then also takes you to
4 minutes to Burj Khalifa, Dubai Mall.
Yeah, but you can also ride your bike to Jumeirah Beach. The track takes you to Jumeirah Beach as well. Within 20 minutes on your bicycle, you're in Jumeirah Beach.
So prime location, great quality, great investment, price per square feet compared to other developments, very low. I think you've summed it up. No brainer, right?
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Thanks for having
being
me.
on Ben and Friends. Shahriar is a great friend.
I'm your best friend.
You're definitely one of my best friends. I mean,
thank you for having me, and thank you for the opportunities, Ben, that you've given me also. And great to be part of this. I think it's going to be the next big show, viral. And looking forward to season 2. $1 million listings.
thank you.
Choose me. No.
We are casting for
you're casting?
2, so,
okay, all right. I'll have to
you've got
get into shape.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Round is a shape also.
Right. I worked hard for this one pack, but yeah. Season 2 is coming up.
Looking forward, and good luck with that.
Thank you so much. Thank you. You've done a great job at Eywa. Keep up the good work, and thanks for being on the show.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me. Thank you.